How did the church deal with pagan traditions?
The spread of Christianity brought a difficult reality. Church leaders wanted expansion, but they were working within cultures built on centuries-old traditions. Winter celebrations stood in the church's way. Saturnalia and solstice rituals brought warmth, food, and relief from labor during the darkest time of year. These customs were deeply rooted, and people refused to let them go. The early church could not outlaw these celebrations because people would rebel. They would walk away from the new faith, so the church chose a different path. They decided to work with the traditions instead of fighting them. Church leaders asked one simple question: if we cannot end these festivals, how do we control them? The solution was strategic. The church kept the time of year, allowed people to celebrate, and replaced the old meanings with a Christian message. This strategy was used many times across different cultures. It was a way to make Christianity easier to accept. Keep the same date and keep some of the same traditions, but add a new story. The church knew that if people kept celebrating in December, those celebrations needed to point to Christianity, not Saturn, not the sun, and not the old gods. They needed a Christian meaning strong enough to stand beside these traditions. So the church leaders made a defining move by linking the biggest celebration of the year to the birth of Jesus, even though the Bible gives no winter date and never mentions December. This move changed the future of Christianity and the future of the world.
Now let's talk about why December 25th was chosen. How did European traditions shape today's Christmas?
Once December 25th became part of the Christian calendar, the holiday slowly changed again. This time, the change came from the people who lived across Europe. They shaped Christmas into something calmer, softer, and more family-centered than the older festivals. Church leaders encouraged a quiet kind of celebration. They wanted the day to feel holy and peaceful. So they introduced midnight services. Families gathered in small groups to pray and sing. Villages created simple plays that showed the birth of Jesus. These early nativity scenes helped people picture the story in a way that felt real to them. In many parts of Europe, Christmas became a time for music, and communities created songs that praised the message of hope and new beginnings. These carols were passed down for generations. They became part of the season, even for people who rarely felt connected to the church. Families also developed their own traditions. Families prepared foods made only once a year, crafted simple gifts, and used the season to heal old divisions. Christmas became a time to pause. The holiday was changing slowly. It was no longer the wild festival of Saturnalia. Each European country added something different. Germany shaped many of the tree traditions. England helped spread Christmas music. France and Italy created strong church customs. Now we move to the United States of America. That is where Christmas became the holiday we recognize today.
That's a wrap, history seekers. Stay tuned at Getting to the Roots for the truth they left out. Thanks for watching. Peace and love.